Sunday, the day after Free Comic Book Day. I wanted to finish this vlog yesterday and get it uploaded and posted, but I hadn't been home very long yesterday, and most of the state around where we are, going up north, had a power outage from our particular company that we get power from. So by the time the power came back on, and I ended up having to order dinner, because with the power being out, I couldn't cook dinner while finishing my vlog. So I had to get through dinner, walk and feed the dog, and then because I'm still sick with the stomach virus, every time I eat I get violently ill. So after I eat dinner, I got really sick. So by the time I got through all this stuff, it was late and I wasn't finishing the vlog. And I hate not completing a vlog. But we're working on it today before I get sick again, because I feel like hell. And we've got other unboxings to do. So we're going to get on it with the haul. I'm going to start with the non-comic book items I picked up. You guys saw a sneak peek of one I got, and it was that really awesome Freddy Krueger Chase Funko Pop. I am still tripping out that I found a Chase in the wild, and not just any Chase in the wild. If you saw earlier in the vlog, there was a price tag sticker right there that I've since removed. And yes, I did get it for, not only did I get it for retail at $12.99, but because of Free Comic Book Day, I got 20% off. So, you know, wow. I'm still tripping over that. That was just a lucky find. I have a few Chases in my collection, and I mean a very few. I've got tons of exclusives and rare exclusives, but very few Chases. And I do have a Freddy Krueger Chase already, but it's got the black sticker that says glow in the dark on it. I really don't know what the difference in the stickers are. So I don't know if this is a glow in the dark one or what makes it Chase or different. But the other one I have that I got about 6 months ago has the black glow in the dark sticker. But just the fact that I found the Chase in the wild and paid below retail price, I'm still tripping out. So anyway, the next thing I got another figure. The box is a bit beat up, but it is really cool. It is a Doctor Who figure, and the box is like a TARDIS. And then it opens it up, and you've got the 11th Doctor, and it's got all these accessories, and it comes with the Age Doctor head and the 12th Doctor head and some other goodies. So I just thought it was cool. Like I said, the box is a bit beat up, but it's still a really cool display piece. I'd love to have one with the 10th Doctor. I don't know if that exists, but I'm going to be on the hunt for it, because I love Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor. He did a great job. But Padfoot and I are huge 10th Doctor fans. We love David Tennant. Not only is he just cute and adorable, but, you know, you got the Harry Potter connection, and you know how Padfoot and I feel about Harry Potter. So, yep. The next thing we have is a DC Comics bombshell blind bag figure. Only this one wasn't a blind bag or blind box, whatever you want to call it, figure. You know what you're getting in this one. It was made for Free Comic Book Day, and it is Wonder Woman. And I have opened it, and she is so adorable. I have a couple of these that I got from a fellow YouTuber, Big Papa Geek, which I don't even know if he does videos anymore. I haven't talked to him in a long time. But he sent me a couple. Then I got a comic block exclusive Poison Ivy one. So this one is my fourth, and what better to add a new one to the collection than to get an exclusive, especially for an event like Free Comic Book Day. So that's her. She's so super cute. I love these. I'm into the whole pinup thing, so these little pinup style figures are just awesome. I don't collect them per se. It's a bit of a hassle to get into a new obsession. I can't afford it. But, you know, just an occasional rare one or something. Like, you know, like I said before, I don't collect a lot of superhero related stuff. I don't go out of my way to collect it. I love it. It's awesome. It's an awesome genre. But just not at the top of my favorite list. So, next thing we got. Now, at the first comic shop I started out at, Bungie's Comics in McDonough, they had a bunch of plush for $5, and I got this particular one, but they also had 3 Funko ones, Batman, Superman, and the Joker, and I ended up back at Bungie's McDonough after I left the Hobbit Hole. So I went full circle and started back at the first comic shop I went to, because it was something I forgot to look for, as well as I thought about the Funko plushes and I wanted to go back and get them. And like a dumbass, I should have got them when I wanted them because they were no longer there. So they would have been $5 a piece. You know, plus you got all these discounts and sales going on with Free Comic Book Day. So I'm just really kicking myself that I didn't. But I'm still happy with the one that I got, and I already took them out of the bag. But it was this DC Super Pets Crypto. I had wanted this last year. I think it was last year. And it was so cute. And it made me think of Patfoot. Take this off. You know, so I love my dogs, and you know, Batman versus Superman. I love Superman, so I got Superman's dog Crypto. And it is, flip it over, it was a Comic-Con exclusive. But he's so cute. His little butt, that little tail. This is really cute, and Patfoot likes him. So, we had him sitting up here. Patfoot hasn't had plushes on the back of the sofa in a long time since we moved, so hopefully I won't go back to editing videos and then noticing in the videos that during shooting videos, someone's stealing the plushies. My nose itches. I'm sorry if the lighting sucks in here. I mean, I can't tell from my screen on the video camera how it's going to look when I actually edit the videos, but one of my bulbs is broken. It still works, but it's just not hanging right, and I haven't fixed it yet. And so I don't want to mess with it. And the other light is stuck behind a box in the kitchen, so sorry guys. I'm working real hard trying to get this place sorted out, but then I got sick, and well, that ruined it. But moving on, got a little distracted. Oh, before I move into that, when I was at the Hobbit Hole, they had these games that I'd never seen before, and I know, let's see, there was one I got, there was a Star Wars one, and I can't remember what the other one was, but it's called the Trivia Box, and this particular one was The Big Bang Theory. And it is a card game. The cards are still sealed, so I don't know how they work. It gives you instructions right there, but I guess there's more instructions on the other side, but they are trivia questions in relation to the Big Bang Theory series. I don't know, even though I'm going to institute a game night here once I get fully unbagged, which feels like it's never going to happen. I'd love to play this, though I doubt anybody's going to want to do trivia with me, because typically people that do film and TV trivia with me end up not playing after a while because I beat them every time. So, but even if I don't play with anybody, y'all know how I love Big Bang Theory and Sheldon Cooper, so just having those, you know, amuses me. Anyway, so let's get into the readable material I picked up at Free Comic Book Day. At the Hobbit Hole, I found this copy of Famous Monsters of Filmland magazine, and this one is a Penny Dreadful issue. And I love Penny Dreadful, so I picked that up. This one was this time last year, actually. Or no, 2 years ago. This is the May-June issue for 2015. But I absolutely love this magazine. And I'm a huge Penny Dreadful fan, so I am excited to have found it. Okay. So before we get into the free comics, I'll show you the ones that I bought. Let's see. We'll just work our way backwards. I got this. These are graphic novels. This is Jim Henson's Storyteller. And I've got a UK import of the complete series on DVD coming to me. And you guys know I'm a huge Labyrinth and Dark Crystal fan, and Jim Henson, and the artist Brian Froud, who did the concept designs for the creatures that we've seen in Labyrinth and Dark Crystal, as well as a very underrated film called Mirror Mask. But, so I really just fell in love when I saw this. And I was like, oh, yes, have to have it. Because, again, Free Comic Book Day sales. And the art in it is fantastic. The next thing we got is another graphic novel, which I started reading last night. But I didn't feel well, and I was so sleepy, and I fell asleep reading it. So I'm going to have to probably start over to refresh myself. But so far, I really, really like it. It's called Hillbilly. From Eric Powell, Eisner Award-winning creator of The Goon, comes an Appalachian fantasy epic that tells the story of Rondell, a lonely figure who wanders the wooded hills among witches and magical creatures as a folktale hero to those who dwell in this gritty fairy tale world. My late mother is from the Appalachians, the Hillbilly Mountain Hills of West Virginia. And that culture, and because yes, being a poor hillbilly is culture, and that is a thing. I grew up in my, going through childhood, staying at family farms up there my whole life. So that culture is very rich with, supernatural tales. My papa used to scare the crap out of me when I was little, telling me spooky tales. And so I picked this up because it made me think of my mama and growing up, knowing, Appalachian history and, poverty and all sorts of stuff about, living in the Appalachians. So this one just called to me. I picked it up. I'm glad I did. So far, I'm really, really enjoying it. since I don't know how it ends yet, I don't know if there's going to be more in this series, but if there's going to be, I'm definitely going to stick with this one. The next thing I picked up was Emily and the Strangers Road to Nowhere tour. It was on the new release shelf. What I didn't know until I went down, actually laid down last night to read these, and I ended up reading Hillbilly first, was because when I opened this one first, I realized that this was a volume 3. I did not know that there were already 2 in this series, but I popped over on eBay and I found a couple used ones of volume 1 and 2 and picked them up for under $5 a piece. But as you know, I love Emily the Strange. So I am really excited to read this series. And once the other 2 books come and I give a read to all 3, I'll let you know how they are. So the next thing we got, now I would have loved this to have it in the hardback, because they did have both, but this one was a little bit cheaper, so I just grabbed it. But it is a Dracula graphic novel. It's really, really beautiful art. I hadn't seen it before, so you know, I love Dracula, love vampires, so I picked this one up. Like I said, I would have loved to have the hardcover, and I might go back and add that to my collection at some point. And it is in color, and it is beautiful. So the last graphic novel I got, and it's actually a manga, but it is Legends of the Dark Crystal Trial by Fire, and it's a 2-book set, and this is book 2. I actually have book 1 and book 2, but all the mangas are on sale, so I just went ahead and grabbed it anyway for my my Henson, or Jim Henson, Brian Froud collection I have, which I'm going to be doing a haul for that very soon. I've been collecting some Labyrinth and Dark Crystal and Brian Froud stuff lately. Well, not just lately, since last year, but I just haven't been able to show it off yet, you know, with all that's going on. But I'm going to show some of it off to you very soon. And then I also have Brian Froud's art books, but they are packed within my other books, which are not unpacked yet. So I am so excited to show those books to you guys sometime. So here I did get 5 comics. I ended up with 1 horror one. Now this is a number 2. I'm looking for number 1, but I don't know about this series. This is a newer one, a newer release. So I'm going to see if they can order it for me. The guys that bought the Bungie's Comics in McDonough, they are so incredibly sweet. They will help you with anything. They were very busy yesterday with Free Comic Book Day. And one of the guys, and I'm sorry, I can't remember y'all's names, but he dropped everything and helped me with a lot of stuff. So, you know, they're just really awesome up there. So the first thing, well, it's all the same thing, but I got different variants, and you'll see these in my Labyrinth Dark Crystal haul as well. And I actually think I have a couple copies of these already. But this is going to be a 12-issue set, but it's Power of the Dark Crystal. That is one of the variants. And this is the other. This is issue 1. And we've been getting some Labyrinth and Dark Crystal comics in subscription boxes. And there is a different variant of issue 1 and that came in one of those boxes. It was a black and white variant, I believe. So then I got issues 2, and they are 2 different variants. I like this one. So I'm not going to read the Power of the Dark Crystal comics until the whole 12 get released, because I want to sit down and just read them in succession. Because it's like a weekly drama. You know, you get one episode, then you have to wait a whole week or whatever amount of time to get the other. No, thank you. I gotta do it all at once. It's like a movie. So, now these are the comics I got. The free comics. We got Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. And I grabbed a couple of those. And I don't think this was technically part of Free Comic Book Day, but some of the places were giving them out. It's a Walking Dead comic. I got this one for my niece Destiny. It's a Barbie comic. And I'm still trying to get another copy of Monster High for her. If anyone picked up a Monster High and you have an extra of, please let me know. I got me and her both a copy of DC Superhero Girls. Of course, I had to pick up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a Half Shell. That's what I always sing to Padfoot when he's getting on my nerves. Now, I wish I had picked up a couple more copies of this one, but it is Star Trek. I have, I got one of these from Free Comic Book Day a year or 2 ago, but it is a Lady Mechanica. And I love steampunk, so I love her. I just don't read her enough. And speaking of steampunk, we got Steam Wars. Look at the little robot. We got Miraculous. We got Bad Machinery. I really want to get into these graphic novels, but they're so freaking expensive. But the owner over at the Hobbit Hole said any comics or graphic novels I like that I want to pick up, he'll make me a deal on anything. So I'm about to get in trouble. But we got Grimm Fairy Tales. I just really want to get into these graphic novels. We got Bongo Free For All. Bart Simpson there. I love the Futurama picture on the back. I grew up on the Archie comics because my mom did. She liked to read them. So I'm really into these. Betty and Veronica. And if you've read the Archie comics, you know who they are. We got the Overstreet Guide to Collecting. We got Rick and Morty. We got Buffy. We got Doctor Who. Summer Blast. And I was glad I found this one. I really want this one. You got Underdog. We got this Marvel. Another one I really, really wanted, Wonder Woman. And those were all the ones from Free Comic Book Day. I got almost all the ones I wanted. There was a couple I didn't, but I snagged them on eBay at a cheap price. And so there's really only one more I'm really, really looking for. It was something like Fantastic Something World's Greatest. I don't know. But then I picked up a couple other free comic books. American Vampire. And I got this Secret Empire, which came with this lenticular. That shows up really good. So that was my free comic book day haul. I had a really great time. Met some awesome folks. Met a fellow YouTuber. He's a, I guess, newer YouTuber. So now I have a new local friend who's a YouTuber, and we can do collabs on some of our favorite stuff like this. So hi Al over at the Comic Hall. Pat was streaming, and I'm not feeling well, so we're about to get out of here. But that's it for now. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the little notification bell in the description box below to be notified when we post new content on our channel. And that's it for us. Peace out. Bye.